Good morning, class. Today we will see one of the algorithm of the finding minimum cost spanning tree, which is a Kruskal's algorithm. So we have seen what is a spanning tree and how we are going to find span that creating the subgraphs of the graph what we have been used for representation, and also we used a weighted graph representation, which is a directed one, and also we can use a undirected one also to take these minimum distance to be used for traversing each and every node. So here, by using this algorithm, we will find a minimum spanning tree, which is a graph using connected, and it also a weighted one. So here, how we are going to start or how we are going to process this algorithm is, here we need to take the edges of the graph here. The first we will collect the edges. Means what are the vertices? We will place it aside, and we need to take the edges here, and all the subset of the edges will be placed, and we need to find a edge which is having the minimum cost, and we plot in such a way that to reach or to cover all the vertices or the every vertex of the graph. To reach that vertex, we will add the edges to that one. So since here we are taking the edges, so this Kruskal's algorithm will be based on the edges only. Means we plot the vertices at first, and we need to take the edges from this set what we are taking, that is a capital E, and we need to form a tree which is a acyclic one and which is having the minimum distance while traversing. Okay, and what are the rules here and how we are going to process here is, we need to present these edges. We need to collect the edges here, and we need to place these edges in an increasing order. Means the first one will consist of the lowest one, minimum lowest weight, and then highest, like that we will place. From where it is will be display. Means we need to display from source and destination there. And how we are going to start the algorithm here is, after placing this in an order, we need to pick the smallest edge, which is the first one, and we need to check. Means at the first ever initial state we are starting, means there is no need to check for the cyclic one. So if we are going to add the third edge also, what happens here? Third edge means, for example, I chosen an edge, and again I am choosing another edge. So here, by adding these two, we need to see whether any cyclic form is been forming or not. We need to see there is no any cyclic form. And coming to the next one, if we are adding an edge to here or somewhere, means in this direction, there is no need to think about there, it will form the cycle at present. There is no need to think. If we are using this representation, what happens here? It forms a cycle which is not allowed to be the property of the spanning tree. So here, while picking the edge, we need to see that furtherly it is forming means a cycle or not. We need to consider, or at present it is forming a cycle or not. We need to consider that one. If it is not forming any cycle here, what happens here is, include that edge or just add that edge to this spanning tree. If not, what happens here? We need to discard that one. No need to no need to add that edge to the spanning tree. Okay, and coming to the next step, repeat this step. Repeat this step 2 means adding the edges, the smallest edges adding has to be repeatedly we need to perform until we are how we are when we are going to stop here is whenever we are getting the edges count is v minus 1. Means if we are having 6 edges, sorry, 6 vertices. 6 vertices means we are specifying that v is equals to 6, then capital E is equals to capital V minus 1, which is equals to 5. So when the count is equivalent to v minus 1, what happens here? We need to stop the processing of that one. And then next we need to see that the spanning tree has covered the vertices or not. And then what you are doing, we need to take that value as a distant value, that is a minimum value. Why we need to check here is if you are not giving the vertex value is the correct one, what happens here is if it is you are having 6 edges, sorry, 6 vertices and you are giving it as a 7, what happens here? It will go for the 6. So what you need to do, it will add the another edge to that one, which is not a relevant one. What we have to do, we need to take this vertices count as a accurate, means compulsorily we need to give that this one as a true one only. Means we don't pass the contradictory value or the wrong value. If it is passing the wrong value, what it is doing is it is affecting to the edges what we are taking. Okay, so here by following these steps we will that is traverse through this graph and the next form a spanning tree using these steps here. And coming to the pseudocode. So here initially we are taking the tree what we are consist of, it is an empty. The Kruskal's algorithm using a graph which is having the vertices v, edges as a e, and initially the tree is an empty one and we need to add the nodes to that one here to this list. So here whenever it is reaching n minus 1 edges and e is not an empty. So edges what we are taking is not an empty. Edges will be there. Means so we are picking the edges from the set E. So it should consist of some edges because we picked someone will be left, and then next what it have to do, we need to consider the edges count will be n minus 1. So then only we need to process the this minimum spanning tree formation. So here how we are going to what is the first step? Choose the least cost edge here. So this is the source, this is the destination. From where I have to choose it has to choose from the E, that is a set of the edges. Okay, so we need to take this one. So whenever we are taking the edges from this set, we need to delete that one. Why here is, so we need to represent, since it is a used one, marked one has to be specified. If it is a marked one means delete that information from that edge. So if you are not deleting, what happens here is it will be taken as an unmarked one and we are using that edge repeatedly. So here you should use the edge at once only. One time has to be used. So here what we are doing, the selected edge has to be read and we will access that edge and we will delete that edge from this edge subset. Okay, so after deleting, we need to look after the what is the second step, the choosed one. That is a what we are doing, if you have this path, so this is the relevant spanning tree what we are having. So this spanning tree is creating any, although it is having a minimum cost, it is creating a cycle or not, we need to see. If it is creating a cycle, what happens here, we won't process that one, we will discard this edge. If not, if doesn't have this any circle, creating a circle in the tree, what happens, we need to add that edge to the tree. If it is forming a circle, what happens here, we will consider that as a discarding has to be performed here. We won't take this edge to be into the tree. Just what we have to do, we need to discard that representation. And if we are having, means it contains fewer than n minus 1 edges, means you didn't reach it that one, means we don't have any edges to be processed, but the count what we are using is less than the e count. What happens here? There is no spanning tree to be processed, that we need to specify. So that is the pseudocode. The algorithm what we are using has to be implemented. So what the algorithm is saying? So first we need to take the graph, the vertices and the edges. We need to take the tree which is an empty one, and we need to process our edges, and we need to add the edges to our tree continuously, whether it is satisfying this condition. What is the condition here? The edges should be less than the n minus 1 edges. Okay. And then it is not an empty one. Whenever it is an empty one, we will stop there itself only. And then coming to this formation of these spanning tree, choose a least one and delete the chosen one. That is the first representation. And the chosen one will not form a cycle. If it is, we need to discard or simply add that to the tree. So if you are not having, the tree contains very few than this n minus 1 edges, what happens here is there is no spanning tree. For further processing, you need to consider. Coming to the example, here we are having two examples. In this first example, we are having 6 nodes are the 6 vertices, and we are having the parallel links, loops, and then some links which are processed. Why? Because we are using it's a light color, means whenever we are adding a edge, it will become the dark mark. Okay. And coming to the algorithm to represent, means how we are going to use this algorithm, means first the step. What is the first step? We need to know about the edges what we are using here. Since it is a undirected graph, and what we are doing, we are considering the data what you are representing here. So here we need to take these values what we are having here. The parallel links and then loop is there. So we need to remove this one, and then we need to perform the first step action. So the parallel links means from the A to B and the next B to A. We are using A to B 2 links, and we are using the C a loop here. So discard the first here, discard the loops and parallel edges here. So here the loop elements or the loop vertices are C, and then parallel edges vertices are A and B. So find these parallel links or the parallel edges and the loop edges here. Discard this one from the given graph, and by removing that one, we are having the graph here is this one. So this is the final one to be processed. And now take these things. That is, the first step here is we need to consider each and every edge here. So first plot what are the edges we are having and plotting them in a increasing order. So here we are not taking from A or B or C or that. We have to take the edge based one. So which is having the least one? The least one here is B to D and D to T. So these are the two. And against least representations here are so here P to D. What is the value? 2, and D to T, here the value is 2. See any other is a left or not. No other is having the value which is 2 here. And coming to the next one, A to C is using the edge having the weight is 3, and C to D. weight is same as 1, 3. And coming to the next one, after 3, we are having the 4. The value here is, the node here or B2C, which is 4. And after that 4, we are having another one greater than 4 is B2T, which is 5. Okay. And then A to B, which is 6. A to S, which is 7. And then S to C, which is 8. Okay. So count how many edges are there and we covered it or not. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we wrote the edges count here. See whether it is covering all the values or not. So we use this value. We use this edge and this edge for the first two, and then this one and this one, A to C, and then next C to D, next B to C, next B to T, and then A to B, and then A to S, and then S to C. So how many B to T is also there? How many are there? 9. So all has been covered. Okay. So here, go for the processing, that is a construction of a spanning tree. So first see, we need to place data order now. So we placed here. Arrange all these things in an increasing order of the weight here. So BD, DT, AC, CD, and the next CB or BC, BT, AB, SA, or AC, AS, and then SC. Okay. So these are the values here. Okay. Now start the formation of the spanning tree by adding the edges which are using the least weightage here. So the least weightage edges are what we are having here. We are having the edges which is a B to D and D to T. Try to add these two. Okay. And now see, any cycles are forming? There is no. We just added two edges. There is no formation of the cycle. Since like this, what you have to do? We need to go for the next step. So next step here, in this we need to repeatedly perform that one. Means the step 3, what it is saying, we need to repeatedly perform the step 2 here. So we will go for the step 2 again and choose the value here. Choose the value here is 3 and 3. Means the next least values here are 3 and 3. Before marking that as that is used one, just what you have to do, we need to consider whether it is forming a cycle or not. So 3 and 3 is being used. There is no such cycle formation here. Okay. And here what we are doing is, after using all these 3, we are just deleting this one. Means I am marking it as I'm just marking it as a intuma, means which indicates it is a deletion. They have been deleted from that one. Okay. And coming to the next one, again we need to see any cycle is formed. No. What you have to do here, we need to go for the step 3. What the step 3 is saying, go repeat this step 2. Now what is the cost here? Here we are using the cost which is the BC, which is 4 here. So BC, which is a 4 here, what we are doing, we need to check whether it is forming a cycle of the circuit or not. So here, while using the 4, what happens here? It will be considered as a cycle here. So what we need to do, we need to discard this edge. So how we are going to discard this edge here is, we need to ignore or avoid all the edges which are forming that one. Means this edge is being deleted from that or discarded from the list here. Now the graph representation will be like this. And coming to the next one, So here go for the step 3, repeat the step 2. So here we will go for the next edges cost here. So here the next edge cost is a 5. So this 5 what we are doing, it will be used or not, we need to see. Here also what it is performing, it is also performing the circuits here. If you see, this will perform a cycle here. So it is better to avoid this edge and this edge here. So here what we have done is we are performing 2 steps at once. So there is an edge from B to T and there is an edge from B to A or A to B. So these will form the circuits, and what you have to do, we need to ignore them. So here we are ignoring the values which are 4, 5 and 6. And coming to the next one, what is the next minimum value here is 7. Take that value, that is a 7 is a counted, and go for the processing. So then a value here is 7 and the edge which is consist of the S here. So we need to include this one, and there is no need to form, or there is no need to read this one, this data. Why? Because here if you are adding this last one, what happens here, it forms the cycle and it is not a property of the spanning tree. What happens here, we need to stop by 7 only, and then next we need to discard this one by processing. So what are the discarded elements here? We are choosing 7, and what are the discarded one? 4, 5 and then 6 and then 8. And these elements what we are choosing, used one has to be, when we are using at this choose the one, when we are using has to be represented as a in this one, means we need to delete this data from that processing, which is a programming implementation, and we are not using these edges, because if you use these edges, what forms it here, it is forming a cyclic representation here, and we need to only have the spanning tree which is a cyclic one. So what is the value of the spanning the spanning tree here is we are having the value which is a 17. So 7, 3, 10 and the next 5, 15, 2. So 17 is the cost of that one. So how we have been started here? We started by taking the graph, and we need to look after the edges here. We need to process the edges here. Edges has to be counted. And what we are doing, we need to represent the smallest one, that is the least cost edge, or the weightage edge has to be taken, and we need to add the one by one. Where we need to stop at what point we need to stop this edges adding here is which are forming cyclic one will not be considered as a edge of that spanning tree. What has to, we need to discard such edges. So here B to C, A to B, B to T, and then next S to C. All these edges has been discarded because it is not supporting the property of the spanning tree here. And coming to the next representation, whenever you are choosing, whenever you are processing any represent means any spanning tree by using a Kruskal algorithm, what it is doing, chosen one has to be deleted first, and then the remaining will be the same only. What do you have to do? We need to specify that this has been used. Okay, by that we are forming a spanning tree which is having the minimum cost here, because we are using the minimum cost as a imported only. Okay, so this is the first example. And coming to the next one, so this is the diagrammatical representation, tree-like structure is the, and we are having 7 such nodes. And how many edges are there? Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 edges are there. And plot these edges first. So what are the edges we are using here is, first we need to take least count here and consider the next one, the next highest at the down further one. So here we used this representation here. Simply we are plotting, these are the edges between 0 and 5, and the edge weight is 10. Okay, just plot the, we are by the iterations we are create, that is forming a spanning tree. So here first plot the vertices. If the first what you have to, we need to take the minimum edge here. So the minimum, that is a least cost edge. So that is a 10. So at the iteration 2, we need to represent is any other is being taken or not. Okay. So the 10 has been taken, and then next we are taking the value which is not the 12. Why here is, if you are performing, if you are taking the 2 to 3, in furtherly it will perform the value or not, we need to means cycle or not. There is no any such formation is there. So we need to consider 2 to 3, and then next value here is adding value here is 14, 1 to 6. And coming to the next one, 1 to 2, which is the added value, and then 3 to 4, and the final one here is the 4 to 5. So by this we are reaching the points what we are, there is a spanning tree for final representation. If we are adding any other edge to this, means 0 to 1, 4 to 6, or 6 to 4, or if you are adding any other value, that is a 0 to 6 or any. So what happens here? It creates a cycle, and we need to stop here only. Coming to the time complexity of that representation, here we are taking the values which are being based on the edges only. So this operation what we are taking first, how we are going to do, if we are having means a simple graph, it will be very easy. The previous one also or this one also, it will be very easy. If the graph is a complicated one, what happens here, we need to read about each and every edge, and we need to sort it, that one we are not using directly. What we are doing, we are sorting it and we are processing that one. Okay. And what we are specifying, this one what using here is a add the least values here. Least edges has to be added. Okay. Least edges has to be added means we need to carefully study about the edges here. The algorithm what we have been using here is completely based on the edges here. And coming to the implementation part, so see here, how many vertices are there? There are 4 vertices and 5 edges. So how we what are the names of this vertices? Or 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. What are the edges we are having here is edges source is 0 and the destination is 1. And the weight here is 10. Adding the edge 0 to 1. And I am adding the another edge which is 0 to 2. Okay. And the value here is 6. Adding the value which is 0 to 3. 0 to 3 is also there. We are using 5 as a distance, that is a weight. Okay, next one, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, the distance is 15. And then we are adding the edge 4, which is 2 to 3. Which one is considered as a, means having the weight, which is 4. Okay. So that is the final one. Whenever we are using this function call MST, here what happens here? It places a call which goes to this Kruskal cell. So what is the graph here? The graph is specified to this. How many vertices are there? The vertices consist of the 4 edges. How many edges are there? In this graph, we are having the 5 edges. Okay. Initially, it will be 0, and then we are initializing to this values here. So we need to sort the edges here. First, we need to sort the edges. So what are the values here having? So the values will be, first the value is 4 here. So 2 to 3 is it means equals to, I'm taking 4, and then equals to, and then next value here is 0 to 3. 0 to 3. The value is 5. And the other value here is 0 to 2, which is equals to 6. Sorry, 6. And the other value here is 0 to 1, which is equals to 10. And the next one is 1 to 3, which is equals to 15. So we need to take a tree like representation which doesn't form a cycle. So first what we have to take, we need to take the 4 as it's a chosen one. Okay. And then we need to take the 5. Okay. The 5 is also be considered. This one will be taken. If you are choosing 6, what happens here? It forms the cycle. We won't choose that one and take the another value, that is a 10. And if you are taking any other value, what happens here is it is taking the to form a cycle. So what happens here? We need to discard this one also. If these edges are discarded, what happens here? It forming a spanning tree or not? As it is forming a spanning tree. And what is the edges count? V minus 1. So what is the count of the that is vertex here? The vertex which is equivalent to, which is equal to 4 here. So the edges is equals to V minus 1. So which is equals to 4 minus 1, which is 3. So how many edges are there? We reached that one. We reached that one point. And what we are having another one, we need to see whether it's a empty or not. It's a non-empty one. It's a non-empty one. We are specific because we didn't use it this one. We discarded this one because it is providing that cycles here. Okay. So that is a one implementation. If file processing, what we are doing, we need to take these values. What we are representing here is it has to be considered as a subset of the edges. We need to find that one next edge to that processing. If it is being processing, what happens here? It is being taken as a MST here. So here, what are the chosen paths here? 2 to 3, which is 4, 0 to 3, which is 5, and 0 to 1, which is 10. So what is the cost of the tree here is? It is a 19. So that's a implementation part of this value, that is, sorry, Kruskal algorithm. So that's about today's class. In tomorrow's class, we will see the another algorithm, that is a Prim's algorithm. Okay. Thank you.